Hi everyone, lovely to meet you all. Thanks for having me. I'm Rebecca from Squidz. Squidz is a project which came out of Design in Action Chiasma. If you don't know about the chiasmas that Design in Action ran, they ran a number over the last couple of years. And it's a process where they bring together a group of around 30 people with different perspectives on a particular design theme, bring them all together into one room for 2.5 days, squeeze their heads together really tightly and see which ideas come out, but very much kind of following a process of design thinking and coming up with ideas and testing them together in groups. The chiasma that I was on was the cryptocurrencies chiasma, which is all about exploring different alternative currencies. And we got to exploring different alternative things that could be used as a value, as a currency that you could replace with money. And there were some really great examples of projects where people have had timeshares, so people have given their time and their favours in replacement of money, and examples like that. In my day-to-day life at Hot Media, I do digital marketing for people. So in my life, social media reach has a real value, and I wanted to explore how that could be used as a kind of currency. So we started developing the concept of Squidz, which stands for social quids. Oops. Sorry. I'll do it. Which one's it? Is it just that? Okay, cool. So Squidz is an iPhone app, which creates a new system where brands and fans can engage with each other. So at the moment, a lot of brands spend a lot of their marketing budget on social media advertising, and the model for that is that they will decide how much they want to spend on promoting their campaigns. So it could be their overall brand, or it could be a particular product within their brand's range. They will give that money to Facebook or Twitter, and Facebook or Twitter will then put their message in front of fans. So it's very, very one-directional. But we know that brands really want a different way of engaging with their fans and a different type of social media marketing. What they really want is pull marketing, which is a process which comes from recommendation culture, where instead of the brand telling the fan what to like, what they really want is fans telling each other that they like the brand. So they want to hear fans engaging with each other about the brand that's not directed for them. So we wanted to develop a way of using Squidz as a currency that would encourage pull marketing for brands and also create something more useful for the fans themselves. So Squidz as an app is it's an iPhone app. Who here has an iPhone? Oh, that's very encouraging. Okay, I've memorized you all now, so if you don't download the app, I'll come back to you later. Feel free to get your phone out and download the app right now. I won't be offended if you look like you're playing with your phone while I'm speaking. You've got about 4 minutes left. The brand uses the app and their online dashboard to spend their marketing budget on Squidz. So they'll buy the Squidz, they will allocate it against whatever campaigns they want to run. So for example, Glasgow Film Theatre, who's one of our starting brands, they want to kind of run a campaign to just improve awareness about GFT generally, and then they also wanted to run a campaign about the film festival. So they divided their marketing budget across these campaigns in a way that you would do on social media advertising. They then set rewards. So instead of paying Facebook money, they pay their fans vouchers. So that's marketing budget. 80% of it goes directly to the fan in the way of vouchers. So they set what rewards they want to share, and they set the number of people who are eligible to kind of work on each reward. What we really spent a long time designing as part of the app is an algorithm for measuring the reach and sentiment. So as you can imagine, Twitter and Facebook and Instagram are generally quite hazy about their measurements of how much they charge for reach. We did a lot of research into other people's research that have tried to kind of pin down amounts, and we came to this magic figure of approximately £2.50 per 1,000 of reach, so 1,000 of eyes. It's very, very loose, but it's the nearest that we could pin it down. So we tried to pin our algorithm to make it equivalent to that amount of spend, and then we tried to make it better. So instead of just paying for reach, we decided to skew that with sentiment. So 1,000 reach will be kind of weighted more positively if people are saying good things about your brand, and then that reach will be reduced if someone says negative things about your brand. So if someone goes out and says Sky beers are awful, and then everybody else retweets them, and says, yeah, we hate it too, then that would create a huge amount of reach, but because it would be also negative, we would score it really low and they wouldn't earn a lot of squids, which means that the brand would then not be paying loads of money for negative sentiment. So generally, all in all, it becomes excellent value, pull marketing with good sentiment. So from the fans' point of view, it's quite obvious. At the moment, our research finds that a lot of fans are engaging about the brands that they like. So a lot of fans are automatically talking about brands online through social media. This is an opportunity for them to actually just earn some money and some rewards for it. So from the fans' point of view, they don't have an online dashboard. They just use the app, which hopefully you're all using right now, and earning free cinema tickets. They log into the app via Twitter. We're in beta stage just now. We're only supporting Twitter, but in the future we expect to expand to Facebook and Instagram. There's lots of challenges set by all the different brands on there, so they can browse which challenges they want to take part in, choose their favourite brands, and then start engaging with those. So the brand will set the challenge, and then the fan will kind of click on that challenge and start composing their tweet. You can see here the tweet is already kind of pre-populated with the hashtag and the URL of the brand. If the fan accidentally deletes those, then it won't work and they'll get a notification that they haven't earned any squids. So it's all about measuring tweets with those brands. They can add their own pictures, they can change their message, and then they share it with their fans. And then the more that it gets retweeted and liked, the more squids that they earn, which encourages them in the first place to be authentic with their tweet and say something interesting and say something that they've thought about. We're trying to avoid bots. So once they've shared their tweet, all their friends have retweeted them and replied and liked, they will see their squids earned in their wallet in the app. They can then go into the rewards section of the app, browse all the different things that they can buy with their squids, and click to redeem those rewards. And those rewards at the moment are, because we're in beta, we have 4 brands. The rewards at the moment are things like kind of beer, cinema tickets, really kind of cool stuff from La La Land, if you know them, kind of fashion and jewellery and so on. And there's a charity project as well, so we want to examine how it would work with charities. So at the moment we're in beta, it's live just now and you can download it, but it's limited, so it's only on iOS, it's only on Twitter. We're doing lots of kind of market testing, trying to get feedback from people, so it'd be great if you could get in touch and let me know your experiences of using the app. And we're kind of examining the algorithm. We've already kind of tweaked the algorithm a little bit because we found that people who have a lot of followers are earning lots of squids really fast, and people who are really trying hard at the bottom but don't have a lot of fans yet are not getting enough of a reward. So we've skewed the algorithm so that if you have less followers, you can still have a little bit of a boost. So it kind of tails off if you have a huge amount of followers. So we kind of like developing this and developing our business plan going forward for how it will work in the future. And we want to kind of, at the moment, a lot of things are quite manual. In the future, we want to really automate it so that we have kind of download codes and things like that. So post-beta, we've got a few more weeks of our beta testing to go, and then we're going to kind of sit down and go through that kind of, again, repeat that design thinking process of evaluating the concept and deciding where to take it next. As I said, we're going to change some tweaks to the algorithm and really kind of develop this business model. At the moment, this is our business model. At the moment, our business model is that the brand gives us their money, we keep 20% of it, and we give 80% to the fan. And we want to keep it as nearly as simple as that as we possibly can, because we think that's kind of the beauty at the heart of the concept is so simple. We're going to be setting up as a separate company and seeking investment in order to kind of grow our team and build our app a bit further, which is where it needs to go to next. That's Squidz. It's available on the App Store if you want to download it, and get in touch if you have any questions. Thank you.